Welcome to Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, as we kick off a trio of bowl games on ESPN. This is the GameAbove Sports Bowl, and it features two teams within a 4-hour drive. The 7-5 Pitt Panthers out of the ACC and the 7-5 Toledo Rockets.
They've had 5 new starters across that offensive line going into this season.
He hands it to Jacquez Stewart, who catches up the middle. Stewart out across the 40 and up to midfield. And that is the type of run they expect from this young man that won the state championship in the 100 in Florida 5 years ago.
This dude can flat out fly 10.33 in the 100 meters. You're right, partner. He could be running track in college in the state of Florida if he wanted to. Heck of a block down the field by Ethan Spath.
Gleason downfield has his man, Junior Vanderos, inside the 5, and they are knocking on the door early for their first score.
On the other side of things too, I think for Jason Candle, you're probably thinking, hey, if we don't get this, they've got a kid on the other side who's making his first career start. How about him start the 2-yard line?
Play action, floated to the end zone and caught for a touchdown. Anthony Torres with his 9th touchdown of the season to put Toledo on the board first.
What a great story Anthony Torres is. Everyone wants to talk about Harold Fannin and Tanner Koziel at Ball State and all these great tight ends here in the Mid-American Conference, but quietly Anthony Torres has put together a senior campaign that may put him in the National Football League.
Dylan Cunanan on to make it a 7-point lead for Toledo, and it's blocked. Pitt is running away with it. And they're going to take it all the way to the house. Whoa. Lewis. Kyle Lewis. Their All-American linebacker, scooping and scoring.
And drive for a freshman quarterback making his first start.
2nd and 9. We'll go to Desmond Reed, a stop and start. Reed blasting ahead for a first down, and is finally tackled by Jaden Dotton after a gain of 17 for help in this game.
Well, the depth chart becomes obviously a lot larger when Des Reed is healthy, so that takes a little bit off the plate.
Lynch will take a shot on play action and hits Poppy Williams inside the 15 for a gain of 16. And this Pitt offense is clicking now on their second drive of the game. First and goal from inside the 5.
I really like the changeup that they brought. You know, bringing Julian Duggar into the game. Now they go right back to David Lynch.
They will toss it to Desmond Reed, who will skirt right into the end zone. But there is a flag on the goal line. And we will hear from our referee, Ron Hudson, as to whether or not that score will stand.
Offside, number 4, defense, lined up in the neutral zone. Penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
10th touchdown of the year for Desmond Reed, leading all Pitt Panthers. Gives the team from the ACC the lead here early.
Well, that was an easy touchdown run by Des Reed on the outside. He catches the toss sweep. Nobody within 5 to 7 yards, and he just walks into the end zone. Very, very impressive drive by the Panthers to respond to Toledo's very impressive opening drive of the game.
That Saul's their excellent kicker on for the PAT, makes it a 3-point Pitt lead after Toledo scored the opening touchdown of the game. Here they are leading Toledo in a bowl game, trying to snap a 5-game skid. And it's Desmond Reed galloping ahead for a first down and a lot more as he lowers the boom on Nasir Bowers across the 50.
That's a great thing about Des Reed. You know, he's a little guy, shifty, scat back, whatever, but watch him lower the boom. Lowers the shoulder right there on back.
Season long 58, week 6 against Cal. This one from 57. Kick is away. And it is money by Ben Sauls, giving Pitt a 6-point lead. Back in a little bit of Savon Clark.
Yeah, he's right on the sidelines, right by the offensive staff.
Oh, what a throw by Tucker Gleason under pressure, finding Anthony Torres. That is a positive play for 28 that this offense desperately needs down the field. They get to Wallensack, zipped out to Vander Oss, right through. Vander Oss in a foot race, and they're not going to catch him today in Detroit. Touchdown, Toledo.
And he's going to get flagged at the end for the EA Sports jump into the end zone. What a burst by junior Vander Oss, who has made a ton of plays for this offense this year, and right there, exactly what the Rockets needed. Somebody to have an explosive play in the pass game, and you get your two of your stars, really. You get Torres, picks up that 23-yard gain, first down, keeps the drive going, and then boom, junior Vander Oss, the catch, the run, the speed. Let him have a little fun, too. I'm kind of anti that
The result
call.
of the play, the touchdown. After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 2, Toledo. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced.
There you go. Just and probably could have, well, it was very close, too. You can call that pass interference offensively, but the ball's thrown right at the line of scrimmage. So the block's allowed by Newton. And then, you know what he did there? You know what he did. He did the Marshawn Lynch, right? And that's, we've all seen that viral video. You can find it.
Result of the play, nonetheless, is a touchdown, and it caps off a 4-play, 93-yard drive for a Toledo team that has lived on the big play through the air this season.
6'3", 225 pounds.
Intercepted! Picked off by Toledo's Nasir Bowers. Pick 6! And it's Braden Alls taking it to the house.
Just doesn't even see Braden Alls on this play. And remember, Alls is sliding from nickel to safety, right, for this game because Max and Hook is not playing. And because of that, he's sliding inside right to the flat and just a freshman mistake, if you will, by David Lynch.
Team leading 4th interception this year by Braden Alls. Extend the
in this game and make them consider a bunch of options on offense.
Pressure off the edge, chasing down Lynch, and they got there. DeAndre Reagan on the Toledo defensive line with the sack.
Just here again on 3rd and 4. The C0 have the football.
Fake it to him. Lynch under duress. Long throw is intercepted. Jaden Dutton picks it off for Toledo.
Just a forced throw on the outside by David Lynch. Yeah, he doesn't have to force this football. He could have collected himself out. Frankly, I think he may have been able to outrun Bolden there if he sticks that right foot in the ground and kind of bursts more on the outside. Instead, he forces the throw. An easy interception, and Cade Bell right there is very frustrated.
Catch, Newton now over 1,000 yards for the season. 4th and 1. To Wallensack. And that extra effort's going to get, oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
The spot was not great after Wallensack was stacked up.
Matt, I thought, like you, that second effort by Wallensack was going to get the line to gain, and then all of a sudden, multiple Pitt defenders come in and finish him off, and I think it is short.
Brandon George, the 6th-year captain We're in number 30, right in the middle of that stop, if it is.
Ball carrier is down short of the line to gain. First down, Pitt.
How about this set?
Reed in motion. Duggar keeps. Check that. It is Kenny Johnson on the Wildcat, squirting right up the middle.
I was going to say, it didn't look like number 12 in there. I did see the 2, but looked a little bit of a slighter frame as Johnson sneaks in there. I don't even know if Toledo maybe caught that. And a great run by Kenny Johnson, the wide receiver. They have thrown everything at this Toledo defense. You know, Lynch was in there to start the drive, then you bring in Duggar, go a little Wildcat.
Take the pitch, Duggar, end zone, touchdown, Panthers! Jake Overman with his first touchdown of the season. They said he did not have to because of the penalty situation, so Isaiah Montgomery goes back off, and the starting right tackle Enos comes back in for an all-important 2-point conversion. Lynch, quick throw, it's Bartholomew tying the game for the Pitt Panthers.
Start here for this drive. Great starting field position.
Tied at 20, Tucker Gleason keeps and loses the football.
Come on.
And it's picked up by Pitt. P.J. O'Brien wins it back for the Panthers.
Both teams really need and want this game.
Duggar fakes, buying time. Finds Bartholomew, first down and more for the honorable mention all-ACC tight end, and a first down for Pitt.
And what a job here by Julian Duggar to avoid the pressure and then to escape demeanor to throw that pass on the edge to Bartholomew.
Wildcat again for Johnson, gives to Reed. Turning the corner, Reed's helmet ripped off, and that will be, I believe, the third face mask penalty on Toledo, trying to bring Desmond Reed down.
It's the only thing that you can get a hand on with this guy because he's so slippery.
This from 37. He is perfect this year between 30 and 39 to take the lead. Wobbling kick, but it is through the uprights, and the Panthers lead 23-20, and some chippiness after that play.
This has been going on, Matt, since the pregame, and now every flag you can find is being thrown on the field.
Malachi Thomas, the freshman tight end, was in there scrapping it up with a couple of Toledo players. Deshaun Holt was in there for the Rockets. This is how it started before we even kicked off. If you remember, both teams coming out the same tunnel for warm-ups, and they got to scrapping before they even hit the field.
I don't believe there's any bad blood on that sideline. I just think they're frustrated and they're fired up and trying to get things going.
Pressure comes from Pitt. Gleason hit. Pass is caught for a first down. Jerwan Newton with the basket catch, peeling it up off the turf. 3rd and 10 here at Ford Field in Detroit. Gleason is intercepted. Chris Brookins wins it back for the Panthers. Still going. And the redshirt freshman has one heck of a return on his own sideline.
Only a matter of time until this Pitt defense able to capitalize. The pressure gets home. Sincere Edwards with the pressure, and then in the back end, Cruz Brookins. Remember, Toledo got the 7 points off their pick six, so the Panthers trying to respond.
Double reverse goes to Kenny Johnson with the convoy. Johnson inside the 10, and it's 1st and goal Pitt.
Kate Bell's feeling himself now a little bit. I love it because he knows he's got some options.
2nd and 15. Duggar zips it, caught, touchdown Pitt. Poppy Williams. Second passing touchdown of the day for the freshman Julian Duggar, who had not taken a snap in college before this afternoon.
And this is one of those plays that Kate Bell and Pat Narduzzi are like, no, 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 yes, great play. Because Duggar was under pressure. He steps up in the pocket, and this thing opened up wide open, where he could have easily run inside probably the 5-yard line, inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking that's a nice conservative play, and then he, I would say, forces it, but didn't force it because he made the great throw and catch, but it was between a few defenders, and he really had to get it in a very tight window, and he did. Great throw. And this game has just been so interesting. A back and forth roller coaster ride of emotions for both sidelines. And right now, everything is coming up Panther.
18 straight points for the Panthers, their largest lead of the afternoon at 10. Big drive here for Toledo, down 10. Pressure up the middle. Gleason underneath to Vandeross. Vandeross out towards midfield. And a gain of 20 plus for the second leading receiver out of Tampa.
Well, that's a heck of a effort after the catch by Junior Vandeross. Able to catch the football.
8 touches for Reed, closing in on a season high. 3rd down. Duggar intercepted. Picked off by Darius Alexander, and there goes the big fella. House call, Toledo. 59 yards, and the Rockets are back in it in Detroit.
The twists and turns of this game have been remarkable. And we were just talking about it. You've got those young, inexperienced quarterbacks. How aggressive do you want to be with the 10-point lead? And they're on 3rd and 6. You take a shot over the middle, and we got a big man touchdown. If you don't get the football and Pitt gets the ball, you can still stop him and hold him to 3 into a 1-score game. So I think this is the right decision.
Pressure comes, picked up. Gleason takes a shot. Vandeross makes the catch. His 4th catch of the drive keeps it alive for Toledo.
Junior Vandeross is just putting the team on his back and saying, throw me the rock. I will go make a catch, make a play. I will adjust and do whatever it takes for my team to convert on
to tie it from 51. Kick is away. It is good! Kunanen ties it from 51. Redemption for the freshman.
If you're a fan of sports, you just got to be happy for that young man, because anybody who's competed at the highest level, or any level, frankly, and you've had some adversity, it's always tough to get out of your own head and get out of your own way. And for him to be able to come out here on a huge stage and nail that kick down the middle, very impressive, and no one happier than Jason Campbell for that young man.
2nd and 10, 59 seconds to go. Fakes it. Duggar with room. 1st down and more. Duggar out across the 45. And tackled by Jaden Totten after a gain of 18.
What a difference.
Final play of regulation. Duggar goes down, a sack in the backfield by the 7th-year senior, Dan Bolden, sending us to OT in Detroit. All-conference selection. 1st and 10 for Pitt. Swing pass to Reed. There goes the All-American inside the 5. And finally brought down after a gain of 11 and another first down. The redshirt freshman walk-on who got the start today in place of the injured Eli Holstein. Does keep it. And Duggar plows ahead for a touchdown. Pitt takes the lead.
Love the call. When you got a quarterback that can just take off and go like that, you got the extra hat as a blocker, right? And Pitt takes advantage of it there, and they avoid the devastation of that drop touchdown. And it looks like Des Reed is banged up a little bit, Matt. Ginger to get up after that play. I think he may just be cramping up, man. I mean, this guy's talking about Des Reed. Walks off slowly. He's got the Gatorade in his hands. I mean, that is the look of a young man who has left every single thing on the field. Every ounce of energy.
Ben Saul's on for the PAT. And makes it a 7-point game. To keep the game alive if you're Toledo. Four-man rush. Gleason catches made and a first down. Jerwan Newton, the program's all-time leading receiving touchdowns receiver, keeps the game alive for the Rockets. 2nd and goal. Gleason keeps following blockers and leaps into the end zone. And Toledo a PAT away from tying the game in OT. What a tough young man who this year has battled a host of injuries, including head injuries in October.
I don't understand not going for 2 here. The second overtime, you've got to go for 2 when you score a touchdown.
Instead, it's Dylan Cunanan to tie it at 37. Right down the middle. Hit that 51-yarder late in regulation to tie the game. For the lead. And Cunanan buries it. Freshman in the backfield. Julian Duggar at quarterback. Juelz Goff at running back. They give it to Goff. Breaking free. Goff stops short of the goal line. And 1st and goal upcoming for the Panthers.
All right, so you've got Bartholomew in again at quarterback, Matt.
He's going to pass it. And it is incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
Intended for the defensive tackle Isaiah Neal. Cade Bell, the first-year offensive coordinator, pulling out all the tricks. And Pat Narduzzi's not going to take any chances here.
I don't agree with this call to kick the field goal.
18-yard field goal to tie the game for Ben Sauls.
To me, this doesn't make any sense. You're going to go to a double or a triple overtime and have to go for it.
And indeed we will. Triple OT coming your way in Motown. You don't tied at 40. Empty set for Duggar. Feeling the pressure. There goes Duggar. Back in the end zone, caught by Kenny Johnson. From the 1.5-yard line. Gleason rolling. Looking. Caught to tie the game. The Iowa State transfer, Terrell Crosby Jr.
This is just amazing to me because Pitt should already be on the podium. And Toledo keeps the game alive as we'll go to a 4th overtime.
Two teams trying to end their seasons with a win. Fourth overtime in Detroit. Gleason under pressure. Is caught. Anthony Torres, their top tight end target, with the catch. Not beaten 2 Power 4 schools in the same season, but once before in program history. That was in 2015. One stop away from doing it here. Duggar rolling, looking, buying time. Flags down, and down goes Duggar. Toledo wins the GameAbove Sport Bowl.
There is a flag in the end zone, Matt. Hang on. Hang on, let's get this call.
Toledo players signaling that the penalty was on Pitt. Panthers players hoping, as they remain on their sideline, that they'll get another crack at this. But they're going to have to clear the field first.
And you got a player down cramping at about the 35-yard line.
Number 12, defense. Penalties enforced half the distance to the goal. We'll try the down. Timeout for an injury.
Holding on the first team All-MAC cornerback Avery Smith keeps the game alive for Pitt.
That's pretty apparent. I don't know how you can argue that. I mean, he held him the entire play. Great job by our camera crew with that isolation shot there. Heck of a shot. Look at these players. They're all cramping. They've been out here for 4.5 hours. At some point, you try to end the game.
Duggar keeps. Did he get there? No signal. He did not. Toledo wins it in overtime.
I think this is the right call. Duggar's knee was down. He reaches across the goal line. I believe, Matt, after that knee hit the ground, and the one official was right on it. And, Duggar's saying, hey, I extended the ball, which he did do, and it did go across the goal line, but he was down.
The ruling on the field is the runner was short of the line to gain. Excuse me, short of the goal line. The play is under further review.
The gift that keeps on giving. It's like the game that won't end in Detroit. So Ron Hudson's going to go to review. Todd Rath, our replay official, has been busy this afternoon in Detroit. Here's another look at it.
See, you can tell it right as he's going down. He stopped down. Oh, what a play by Bolden, too. Ooh, maybe I was wrong. I'm sorry. We'll take another peek at that one.
I think he got it. On that look right there, I think he got it.
So the arm of Bolden, and I'm going to have to probably stand corrected here, Matt. Won't be the last time.
And all the Pitt players are watching this replay on the Jumbotron. They believe it's a touchdown.
Look at this angle here.
Here's Ron Hudson.
After review, it was determined the ball carrier was not down when the ball crossed the goal line. Touchdown.
And on we go in Detroit.
Play on. Play up. Here we go.
Goff and Duggar in the backfield. Two tight end set. Duggar looking end zone. It is caught. Gavin Bartholomew converts, and Pitt regains the lead. Here we go for the game.
Vandeross is your motion man.
Here comes the pressure. Good protection. Gleason throws, and it's caught. Unbelievable. Jerwan Newton ties the game on a busted play. Come on.
Tucker Houdini. Oh my goodness. He looks like he's going to be sacked. And then he's thinking, man, I just got to take off and run. It's the last play of the game. Like, all these emotions are going through his mind, and yet he somehow has the calmness to collect himself and find Newton. This is incredible. Look at this. That is just an instinct you can't coach.
Fading to his left. Presented by Cheez-It in Detroit. Wide open, it's Vandeross. And Toledo back on top.
Matt, I've called a 7 overtime game before.
Narduzzi has been kneeling since about the 3rd overtime. His team needs a conversion to tie it and extend the game. Desmond Reed back into the game. Here comes the pressure. Duggar under duress. Incomplete! And there are no flags! Toledo wins it in 6 OTs. Jackson Barrow in his final collegiate game with the game-winning pressure, and Nasir Bowers on the back end with the coverage. 3rd time's a charm for Jason.